Heading into the area where the tower is, Leaning Tower of Pisa. I'm so excited we actually get to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Here we go. Oh my gosh, there it is. I can't believe it. That building is really leaning. It's amazing. It's so white. I thought it was going to be like gray or the color of concrete. It is just like bleached out white. Oh, that is just so cool. Look at it. The Piazza del Duomo, or Cathedral Square, is a wide, walled area in the heart of the city of Pisa, Tuscany, Italy. It is recognized as one of the 7th wonders of the world. Partly paved and partly grassed, it is dominated by 4 great religious buildings. Campiglia, which is the cathedral's freestanding bell tower. Duomo Santa Maria Assunta, or St. Mary of Assumption. The Baptistery, Camposanto, which is the cemetery. We're going to visit the cathedral, St. Mary of Assumption, first. Construction began in 1064. The facade is of gray marble and white stone. We're inside the cathedral now. This is called Christ in Majestic, and it is flanked by the Blessed Virgin and St. John the Evangelist. The cathedral is exquisite, and the artwork is breathtaking. Galileo is believed to have formulated his theory about the movement of a pendulum by watching the swinging of the incense lamp hanging from the ceiling of the nave. The elaborately carved pulpit is one of the masterworks of medieval sculpture. We've walked around to the back side of the baptistry. The baptistry, dedicated to St. John the Baptist, stands opposite the west end of the cathedral. The building is Romanistic in style and was started in the 12th century. It was finished in the 14th century by adding the top, which is in a Gothic style. This is the largest baptistry in Italy. The interior is overwhelmingly plain and simple. It lacks decoration. But there is something that is very unique and wonderful about this building. It is the acoustics. You're going to hear the people in the baptistry hushing each other. Then you're going to see a small framed woman walk to the center of the room. Listen very carefully because what you hear is going to be absolutely amazing.
Brava, grazie, grazie, grazie. Sorry, because normally the sleep room is on its
Incredible. That sounds like an organ. I think that is one of the most amazing things I have seen so far this trip. The cemetery lies on the northern edge of the square. It is a walled cemetery, which many claim is the most beautiful cemetery in the world. The outer wall is composed of 43 blind arches. There are 2 doorways. The one on the right is crowned with a gorgeous Gothic tabernacle. It contains the Virgin Mary with child, surrounded by 4 saints. They started building it in 1278. The cemetery was only completed in 1464. The last of the 4 buildings that we're going to see today is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a freestanding bell tower of the Cathedral of the Italian city Pisa. There are 7 bells within its tower. The tower is known worldwide for its unintentional tilt to one side. The tower started leaning so long ago, nearly 840 years, that it's natural to assume that it will defy gravity forever. But the famous structure has been in danger of collapsing almost since the first brick was laid. On August 9th, 1173, the foundation of the tower was laid. Builders had only reached the 3rd of the tower's planned 8 stories when its foundation began to settle unevenly in the soft soil comprised of mud, sand, and clay. It was built to display the wealth of the people of Pisa. The people of Pisa were sailors who had conquered lands such as Jerusalem, Africa, Belgium, Norway, Spain, and Monaco. Their only real enemies were from the city of Florence. They needed the tower to show the people of Florence how well they were doing. During construction, from 1272 until 1275, the tower continued to lean. In 1275, war with Florence broke out again. After this, they began to construct the belfry. The construction was believed to have been completed in 1350. In 1392, causing great humiliation, Pisa was sold to Florence, and the residents were forced into slavery. They never managed to gain back the wealth that they had in the early years. What a great day this has been in Florence. We got to see the pig, David, the statue of David, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and we got to hear the acoustical tones in the baptistry. We will remember this day for a very, very long time.